I'm back with the second part, kind of still sticking with like the venue situation. If we did this again, if, I don't know, it's a ton of work. I don't see us doing this anytime soon. But if we were to do this again, I would look at a venue that maybe sat a few more people. We sold quite a few tickets. A lot of people walked in as well. So kind of take that into consideration. You don't want a venue that's so big and costs so much that, again, you're losing money. And I couldn't complain because it was donated to us. So definitely take that into account. Also have a lot of people on your team that, are used to party planning or putting things together. For me, like, I didn't have to worry about food warmers, utensils, serving platters, any of that. Where the food stuff was concerned, I have a cousin that brought in all of her warming, I don't know what they're called, where you put the food to keep it warm. And I had people that brought in utensils to serve. The people who cooked brought mostly what they needed. When it came to the candy bar and like the bake sale area, my friends had a lot of the platters that they lent me. So kind of like reach out. Like, you don't want to have to go and buy $200 worth of bowls and platters when your family members probably have them. When it comes to decorations, kind of take into account, again, the budget. Like, you're doing a fundraiser, you don't want to break the bank. We had the tablecloths donated. We had various decorations donated. I had a vision that I wanted. Being that we had a very short amount of time to prep the space, I leaned a lot on the people that were there. So if it kind of sort of looked the way it needed to, I was happy with it. But if you're looking for a more specific, idea, you might want to give your people a little more direction. I purchased quite a few tablecloths. My friend sent me money for that. And I would say we had quite a few round tablecloths for the tables and not as many tables as we had anticipated. And we ran out of regular tablecloths. So, always make sure to have extra on hand. You can always take them back to the store when you don't use them. Like I said, things didn't completely pan out the way that I had anticipated because we didn't have enough space and enough tables and so on and so forth. Like, we did candles on the table. I think only 2 tables actually got the candles lit. And, it's not something to stress about. I would have also enjoyed spending more time with the people that showed up to the event to get to talk with them. But being the host and being the person that was selling tickets, my place was at the door. So take that into consideration, that you're not going to have a whole lot of time to spend with people just chitting and chatting and doing that kind of thing. You're going to be working. But I would definitely say, if you're going to do this, you want to kind of have people get involved. And so we made some little candles with a little prayer, and we stuck them in these little bags to hand out to everyone, so they had something to take back with them. For us, it was also very much based on our faith. We wanted, when my mom starts her treatments, to have people have something that they can actively say a prayer together, send her those warm wishes. I had anticipated making those the night before and got to Staples too late on Saturday and had kind of a few snags in the plan. But we had enough people on Sunday that kind of, I don't know, there's probably about 10 people around a table, and they got all of those made. And I'm so grateful for them because I would have never done it. There are some things that we did that were kind of a takeaway that maybe, like, on the tough days my mom has to kind of lean back on. So we have a paper punch that I use for our craft sales to make tickets, and it's a little heart thing. So I went and bought some scrapbooking paper on sale, and I cut out a bunch of hearts, and I asked people to write a little note in the back. So we stuck those in a box. And actually, one of the cutest ones came from one of our little buddies. She's almost 4. She drew my mom a picture. So it's nice to have those to kind of look back on. I also had one of my cousins kind of make a really nice canvas for us. My mom likes owls, so she did like a tree, and we did thumbprints to sign in, like a sign-in kind of guest book. And it's something that my mom can look back on. A few years ago for my dad's birthday, we did him a surprise party at the hospital, and we did the same canvas thing, but we traced our handprints and wrote little notes. So those are nice to kind of give them as a memento of the day and how special it is. I also had printed off some coloring pages, and we never kind of passed those out, but just know, like, you're going to be busy. Delegate what you're doing. Make sure there's enough people on hand to kind of help you out. Any other kinds of things that I would say, don't stress too much. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to get done. People are going to have a good time. Make sure you have someone taking care of drinks, someone taking care of, you know, the food, the cake, watching if you're going to do a candy bar, and just kind of delegate those jobs. You need that. And kind of not to stress too much. I mean, at the end of the day, we had so many people that came through, so many friends and family. My mom was able to sit and visit, which we wanted her to do, and the rest of us kind of did the rest. At the end of the night, I sat down to eat, and then it was time to clean up, and I never really got to eat. Just kind of know that. You might want to have a snack beforehand, but just kind of know that you're not going to have that leisure kind of time when you're doing something like this. Like I said, we did the raffle. Ahead of time, we let people know if they weren't present, they would still win. So make sure you have tape or something to put the winners onto the raffle items that were won. And I've spent the last few days calling people and setting up times to meet them to deliver the raffle items. If you decide not to do it that way, you know, make sure it's printed on the ticket. It must be present to win or something like that. And that's kind of basically all that I have to say about that. You know, if you have any specific questions, you're always free to email me, leave me a comment, let me know what concerns you, what you have maybe the most questions about. But I would definitely say at the end of the day, reach out to your community, your friends, your family, people that are willing to help you, and kind of just set a budget for yourself. Like, know, you know, like for us, we were lucky enough to say, you know, these people were donating that food, these people donated these items for the raffle, but know your costs. You're still going to have costs. You have to still print the tickets. You still have to purchase some bit of the food, and just know that, like, know what your deal is. I was lucky. My friends were not able to come out, but they were able to donate items that we needed. Tablecloths, decorations, things like that. So just kind of know that. Things like with the centerpieces, you want it to be nice and fun. I went and I bought baby's breath. I think it was 2 big bundles, and I got the mason jars, and I filled almost 2 dozen of them. I think I had 3 left over, so, you know, 21 jars with baby's breath. One of the other jars left over, we put some orange flowers in, and the other 2 we put with pens and stuff for our, you know, little notes that we made my mom, and for the tree that we did our fingerprints on. But just kind of know, whatever you're anticipating, whatever you're expecting, you know, have a few more hearts for people to write on, or little notes. Have a few more pens available. Take extra tickets. Have a little bit more food. Have a little bit more drink. And just kind of reach out to everybody. That's like the most that I can say. Reach out, ask for help. Know that you can't do it on your own. And like I said, if you have questions, just feel free to ask. Leave a comment, send me an email, and I'll be happy to answer as many questions as I can. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.